That's right. This has been an extraordinary year for tornadoes, and we're tracking one right now.
Yeah, we actually have a live shot of one in Tuscaloosa approaching town there. You can see off the distance sort of the dark smear. It's kind of hard to see at this point because it's rain wrapped. There's actually rain wrapping around the system right now, and that makes it very hard to see. But this is in Tuscaloosa approaching town. It is just to the southwest of town, heading up Interstate 20 and also along Highway US 11 there. So if you know folks up in that area, give them a call. You need to tell them to take shelter. Look at that. Now you can see it very well. You can see the
yeah, it's more defined, right?
Yeah, it's definitely more defined, and that's the difficulty with these rain-wrapped storms. Sometimes you can't see how powerful they are, but that one is definitely right there on the picture. Pretty amazing images there, Bob.
And it's picking up on our Storm Tracker Doppler radar, too. You can see the hook echo that you talk about all the time.
If you guys want to quickly go to the Storm Tracker Doppler radar, we can show you this so folks can know exactly where we are talking about. Here it is on the Storm Tracker Doppler radar in Tuscaloosa. And you can see definitely what we call a signature of a tornado right there just to the southwest of town. This is happening live, folks. This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama, just to the southwest of town, heading towards town right along the interstate, headed up
and it's moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, these are all moving anywhere between 55 and 60 miles per hour. There are multiple tornadoes on the ground right now in parts of central and northern Alabama. It's been an extremely dangerous day, and it continues to be so as we watch this storm right now. This is a powerful tornado right now on the ground in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
And you say this is just one of multiple tornadoes in the area.
One of multiple. There's one up around Jasper as well. There's one over on the west side of moving from Mississippi into Alabama in the northern part of the state. We are looking at multiple cells. Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith is going to jump in here now. And Jason, what are you looking at?
Well, let's look at it on radar, and you can see here we're getting the tornado vortex signature on radar, and these red dots are called TVS signatures. And here's Tuscaloosa right here, and that live camera is in Tuscaloosa looking towards the southwest, and this is Interstate 2059, and the tornado would be located right through here. This is most likely going to be large hail up around Northport and up towards Lake Tuscaloosa, and then you can see the hook signature on radar, and when we have that hook signature, it's a strong indication of rotation. It's not very much unlike what we saw on April the 15th with that tornado that moved from Leakesville through Deer Park. And then, of course, when you have that type of signature, you're very confident you have a tornado, and then you get these live cameras that are giving us the live picture of exactly what's going on. You can even see debris being created here, picked up out of the ground and into the rotating column of the tornado. So a very violent tornado occurring and bearing down. Look at the flashes there. That's power transformers blowing up as this tornado is on the ground. And another look at it here on regional radar. There's Tuscaloosa. Here's the hook signature right here, and the tornado right crossing the interstate now and bearing down on Tuscaloosa. This could also affect the campus of the University of Alabama. So the entire city of Tuscaloosa is under a tornado warning. This is not in our area. In our area right now, we're just looking at showers. We do have a tornado watch, and as we go through the newscast, we'll keep an eye on what's happening there in Tuscaloosa, and we'll also monitor our local situation, which at the present time is looking a lot better than what we're seeing in central and northern Alabama.
All right, thank you very much, Matt and Jason. Anytime you want the latest watches and warnings, of course, you can head to our website, fox10tv.com. You'll find all the information in a box near the top of our homepage. And while you're on the site, too, be sure to sign up for breaking news and weather email alerts, and you can see all the viewer pictures that have been submitted to us today. Now, just in case you're tuning in, we want to keep you updated on the latest weather information. Strong storms, including tornadoes like this one in Cullman, have been ripping through, especially the northern part of Alabama today, killing at least 5 people. Alabama Governor Robert Bentley's declared a state of emergency, and parts of our area right now are under a tornado watch. We'll be updating the weather and showing you more live pictures of that tornado that is centering in on Tuscaloosa right now as we go through the newscast.
That's right, Bob. Our weather coverage will continue tonight. Be sure to stay with us. Also ahead, the city of Mobile is moving closer to banning texting and driving. Coming up next on Fox 10 News, we're talking to a local police officer and a city council member about how the proposed ordinance could be enforced. Stay close.
If you're just joining us, this is a live camera from Tuscaloosa. It's popping in and out because we're losing data, losing power here, but we have a monster tornado bearing down live right now in Tuscaloosa. We're looking at it both on our Fox 10 News Storm Tracker Doppler radar and also with a live camera here. And this is coming across McFarland. And if you're familiar with Tuscaloosa, Wallace Boulevard, this is right north of US 2059. Here's the main road leading into Tuscaloosa. This is the hook signature on radar. It will be across the south section of town just north of the interstate here, and it's tracking northeast. It's going to go right through the heart of Tuscaloosa, and as a violent tornado, it stands out very clearly on radar. What you have here is a supercell thunderstorm that's occurring, and when you get this hook signature right through here, your tornado is going to be located right in through here, and this high level of reflectivity that's being noted on radar right here where you see the dark red. The reason why that's a high level of reflectivity is because there's debris in the air from this monster tornado. Now, locally here across the Gulf Coast, we are not seeing tornadoes at this point, and this is not in our viewing area. However, it's in Tuscaloosa, which is an area that a lot of us really identify with. A lot of folks have relatives, friends. You may have gone to school here. You may follow Alabama football, so it's definitely one we're watching closely as it's going through a major metro area, and we've also had visual confirmation of the tornado. Here's a look at it on our NextRad Doppler radar as well, and just south of town here, that's where the tornado is occurring. This is where 2059 moves up through the main artery that leads you into Tuscaloosa, just to the south of the river there. Very impressive on radar. And we've also had some folks that are in this area call in and say, you know, it's really bad in the Tuscaloosa area. We're losing power. We've seen the power transformers actually blowing as this thing has been moving across town. And we've had folks calling. And right now we have Sean on the phone from Tuscaloosa. Sean, can you tell us what you're seeing there in Tuscaloosa right now?
Forest Lake community,
okay.
Right at the corner of 15th Street and Hackberry Lane. We went out front and we saw the tornado. It passed. We went to a safe place. It passed directly over our house. All the trees around our house are down. Our house is fine. We went out back to actually see it passing down 15th Street. And that's a heavily populated area right there along, right there. The University of Alabama campus is on that.
Well, we're glad to hear
directly over University of Alabama campus.
We're glad to hear that you're safe. How do you see this tornado relating to the actual campus of the University of Alabama?
Dead on it. What?
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that. It looks like a monster on radar. So.
Okay. We have trees down the front yard. Driveway. It completely destroyed the neighbor's driveway. Somehow all of our stuff is fine. Both of our cars, there's power lines on my car. Our neighborhood is decimated. Like, the houses are fine, but all the trees are gone.
A very large tornado. Let's go back to radar.
Extremely large tornado. We saw the back end of it when it passed by, and we noticed that it passed the inflow of it. We looked out back to see it, and it was the house, and it was huge. I mean, it was huge.
Well, we appreciate the report, Sean. Thanks for joining us this evening, and we'll go back to radar and take one more look at it. What I can tell you is that it's passing through the Tuscaloosa area now. This is Tuscaloosa, and the tornado is out located closer to Holt and the Clyde Jones subdivision and out towards Cottondale. So it has started to make some progress through the community of Tuscaloosa, and the damage is likely done here at this point in the Tuscaloosa area. We'll be assessing that as we go through the evening. We've seen a number of these long-track tornadoes moving through central and northern Alabama. We had one in Coleman earlier today. We've got this one in Tuscaloosa. We've had another one confirmed on the ground very close to Jasper, which is located between Birmingham and up US 78. Another strong cell here around Coleman, and a strong cell here not too far away from Demopolis at this point. Let's go back to our local radar just to reassure you that things are looking good in our area. We're just getting showers at this point. The atmosphere is too stable for severe weather at this minute, but we may see that change as we go through the evening, especially around that 7 o'clock time frame as the atmosphere destabilizes here over our inland counties. We remain under a tornado watch, and we'll keep an eye on what's happening in Tuscaloosa throughout the newscast. We'll have more coming up right after this here on Fox 10.